Hello, 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 dear ones. Sat Nam to all of you. In today's video, I'm talking about how to enhance your meditation practice with power tools that I call sacred essentials. They are fantastic for enriching your experience, elevating your results, and all without having to change your meditation method. So let's get to it. Welcome or welcome back. I'm Charlene Starr, and I help women spiritual explorers who really want to break through to their next level of self-discovery, empowerment, healing, all through the art and science of Kundalini meditation healing systems. This is where you get to embrace yourself evolving along your true life's path and really getting in touch with your soul so that you can reach your full potential without the dogma, without the cult-like following, or any personified guru. My deeper purpose is to help women spiritual explorers up-level their lives so that together we can uplift human consciousness and make this world a better place for all. All right, let me introduce you to the 4 ways to complement your meditation practice. If you find yourself wondering about how to augment your practice, then the first thing that you need to do is to experiment to find out what resonates for you. Once you turn your focus to serving your soul with the right sacred essential power tools, it brings your meditation practice to a higher level, increasing your outcomes even more, getting some real solid, real results. And it becomes a no-brainer because you make it just a regular part of your daily ritual. And that's done by setting up a little altar with these sacred essentials. There's many items that can help you amplify the outcomes of your meditation practice. It is all about setting the scene in such a way where you choose those items that resonate with your soul, that have proven properties to complement and magnify your practice and your results. And like I said before, I think of these items as sacred essentials in your toolkit that can be introduced to start your own personalized, ramped up ritual when you meditate. The big idea is simply to experiment to find what resonates with you, what helps you to heighten your practice, to heighten your space, and really to move forward in ways that you never thought possible before. And you can use these sacred essentials separately, or you can do them in tandem. It's completely up to you. I'm a gal who really likes a custom mix, so I throw everything into one altar. And you know, in my work, I found that women spiritual explorers come to me and reach out to help or reach out for help in 4 main areas of life: health, relationships, wealth, and self-discovery. So today I'm going to show you how adding sacred essentials to those 4 areas can amp up and help, okay? So I'm going to show you how to add color, how to add stones, how to add essential oils, and the elements to amplify your meditation support in those 4 areas of life. So let's talk about color. It is one of the easiest ways to adjust your practice. It's all about attracting what you want more of in your life. And then my very favorite is stones. They bring their metaphysical properties as healing support to your mind, your body, your soul, your emotions, your energy, yourself as you practice. Closely followed by essential oils, and I recommend only using medical or therapeutic grade. And you can use them in a variety of ways, but I suggest using a diffuser. All right, there's incredible healing properties with essential oils. Applying just a few drops into some water in a diffuser is going to allow you to absorb those properties of the plants, the energetic essence, and you can do that through your breath, through that sense of smell. So I don't recommend topical application because everybody reacts very differently. So a diffuser is the safest way to go. I also love bringing in the elements. So bringing a bit of shamanics, bringing a bit of feng shui to our meditation practice. Bringing in the elements is really understanding how the elements relate to your mind, body, soul, so they can help to balance you and protect you and envelop you in pure intention as you are practicing. So let's jump into those 4 areas with the 4 sacred essentials. Number 1 is health. In the area of health, wanting to release your life's pain, wanting to learn how to heal yourself and others, dealing with a specific condition or illness, or being on the verge of something that's becoming chronic, wanting more vitality, seeking more life balance here as a prescription for stress. Those are all areas that come into this realm of health, and it's all focused at the sacral chakra. That's all for physical well-being and for vitality support. So I'm going to show you my altar I set up with the element, the color, the stones, and the top essential oils to help with health. Here we are. Welcome to altar number 1 with sacred elements. Altar number 1 incorporates here the element of water in a sacred bowl. We've added water along with a couple drops of essential oils. So let me talk about this. With the element of water, this reflects back to you, your true self. Water transforms, it nourishes, has an incredible adaptability due to its fluidity. Water moves obstacles, it sculpts, and it's all about emotions. So think flow and ease and renewal. Anytime you add water to intention. The color in this space is orange because that color supports the sacral chakra we talked about before. Top stones here. I have a lovely little tray of some of my favorites, including orange carnelian here, a few others that I polished as a little girl. I have some beads that were given to me by Gurmukh when I was doing my level 2s. I've included a shell from my favorite beach on Maui. It has to do with water here. Little fox, my initial S there, hidden amongst the scarf. Sacred special books, along with wisdom cards. Now the essential oil that I chose here is orange, but ylang would also be lovely. Couple drops included. There you have altar number 1. All right, in the life area of relationships, this is when you're looking for deeper, meaningful connections with yourself, with your friends, with your family, your significant other, or attracting a significant other, or your spouse, or you're looking for ways to forgive. Or it can even be questioning your choice of partner, feeling that maybe your partner doesn't get it, or wanting more from a relationship. Or sometimes it's when we're in that relationship to ourselves. So when you're struggling with your own sense of identity, or you're resenting living your life for other people, when other people aren't reciprocating, when you're giving and receiving, this is all heart chakra work. So it's about connections and love and relationships and compassion and courage. So these areas are all supported with special elements, stones, colors, and essential oils. So let's look at the altar I've set up for relationships. Here we have altar number 2. Welcome to the sacred essentials here. The element is air. So I've included a feather because birds fly through the air. I've included a bell because the sounds move through the air, as well as the ting sha. And with air, air has our breath of life in it, doesn't it? Our prana. Something that works well in the space would also be an air filter or air cleaner. And of course, bringing in some scents, some sounds, temperature, wind chimes, anything that moves on the air. Another example is this little shamanic rattle, the sounds of air. And the smell here, the essential oil I chose is sandalwood here. That supports the heart chakra. And as for colors, green is perfect. Pink is perfect here to support that heart chakra work. I've included the star shape, a little angel talisman, one of my favorite green pens, and some special sacred wisdom cards. Now I've also included an air plant because I think it's funny. We don't have to always be serious. My air plant is green and pink and lives within my little golden dinosaur planter, so that just makes me laugh. Now as for stones, I've included green aventurine, some rose quartz, and some other lovely green stones that just call to me. So there you have it. There is our beautiful altar number 2. As for that area of life called wealth, this is not just about money. This is about abundance and prosperity in all areas of your life. And you can set up an altar for this if you're feeling dissatisfied with your career, or you're wanting to make a career change, but you're not sure what you want to be when you grow up yet, or even if you're feeling addicted to a paycheck. You can also be wondering how you can make a living doing what you love, or maybe you're dreaming about winning a lottery so that you can live the life you really want. This is a little bit about shifting mindset of that lack or scarcity, that sense of not having enough, a little bit of a poverty mindset here. This is all root chakra work. So when we set up an altar of those essential sacred, the sacred essential elements, this is where you can be attracting an abundance and prosperity in all areas of life, not just money. And it's very grounding, very foundational work here when it comes to wealth and abundance. So let's look at the altar with the special elements, colors, stones, and oil for wealth and the root chakra. Welcome to altar number 3, the altar for wealth. I've incorporated the element of earth here, bringing stability, trust, protection. With the earth, you can literally bring your feet on the ground. You can put soil in a bowl. Everything earthing is about stabilizing and setting a good foundation so you can have trust and you can have protection. All colors of red and black bring in the earth. This is all about setting the good foundations for abundance, for prosperity in all areas of your life. Wealth isn't only about money. For essential oils, I've chosen vetiver, a couple of drops in the diffuser. Beautiful essential oil. I've brought in stones of red jasper, also hematite here that can be worn as a bracelet. I have my little pendulum and my pendulum chart so I can ask questions when I'm totally centered after meditation. Some cedar here from the grandmother tree in my favorite old growth forest. A very young deer antler that I was gifted. Meditation as Medicine, fantastic book, and a little bit of feng shui coins to help with that abundance, prosperity, and wealth intention of this altar. Little personal items, special pens, my little iPod. You had me at Satnam button. Little things that you can add that bring in your own intentions. The little weeping Buddha for support there. So enjoy. There is our little altar of sacred essentials for wealth, altar number 3. All right, we're at that final spot when we're looking for help with self-discovery in the self-development area of life. And this is where you might be wanting to explore your intuition, but you're feeling a bit apprehensive. There might be some fear there or lack of trust. It can also be when you're searching for ways to develop your gifts, your innate talents, your purpose, your divine mission, or when you're practicing meditation and you want to learn more because it's given you a measure of peace and you just want to up-level that a bit. It can also be if you're curious about different wisdom traditions or mystery schools, or wanting to take your self-discovery to the next level. This is all third eye chakra work, and it's for spiritual development and support. So let's look at the beautiful altar I've put together to give you ideas on the elements, the stones, the oils, and the colors that work really well when you want to up-level your self-discovery. Here we are with the altar for self-discovery. I have the element of light. You can see I have one of the candles that are battery operated, bringing in some lovely light to this intentional altar, along with the natural beeswax candle here that's helping to diffuse when I talk about the essential oils. So with light, it's really looking at how to be your own light to light your way, bringing in the peace, serenity, even the sun, and balancing energies and vibrations that come along with light. In this altar, I've also added a few special personal pieces, some malas, a pen that has special meaning, a little purse that's from Hawaii, along with some of my favorite wisdom cards. But as for light, you can think of light as a form of medicine using natural light bulbs. You can use blue blocking light glasses, light boxes. Think of it as light therapy to support you, and even a salt lamp would be a lovely touch here with the element of light. As for color, I've brought in indigo, which is the support color for that third eye chakra. And top stones include lapis lazuli, sodalite, and then essential oils. I've chosen bergamot, which again is a third eye chakra support. And I love these little diffusers that come with the safety candle holders. Just that extra layer of safety, and just a couple of drops of bergamot would be perfect in there, so it doesn't overwhelm but provides that gorgeous support. So there you have it, my Kundalini altar to help with self-discovery. Well, there you have it, my friends. This week you've learned about those sacred essentials, those power tools that you can add to support your meditation practice and up-level your outcomes when practicing your meditations for health, relationships, wealth, and self-discovery. You know, keeping the elements, the color, the stones, and the oils at your fingertips. You can keep it simple. If you want to use one at a time, or if you want to do a mix of those things, it's up to you. You can customize it all for yourself and do what resonates best for you. Hey, you know, if you have any questions or comments, drop them below and let me know what you're thinking about. Tell me what you experience as you incorporate some of these sacred essentials into your practice. I'm always happy to hear from you, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. And if you want to learn more about what I'm doing and the healing systems that I offer, please check out my free download. Right now, it is a lovely little toolkit called the Stress Relief Quick Start Toolkit, and you can find that at charlenestar.com/stress relief, where you're going to learn my 3 simple step meditation-based process to navigate stress in these really crazy times we're finding ourselves in. So hopefully you'll get a bit of extra support there, and then support from these beautiful sacred essentials that I've shared with you today. So light to all, love to all, peace to all. Sat Nam. Bye for now, everyone. Bye for now. Oh, and remember that life is so much more than just searching for happiness. Sometimes it's about discovering your perfect combo of meditating with sacred essentials, the elements, the stones, the oils, and colors, to see what unfolds and how your life can be upleveled. Bye for now. Satnam. Really brings your how much you should be. Oh, my goodness.